I'm saying? So now we're looking at the word relationship. What is a relationship? Well, really you gotta look at what the word ship is the act of. So the root of the word relationship is the word relate. You know what I'm saying?
Act of relate.
So the act of relating.
Trying to relate.
Trying to relate, you know what I'm saying? So the word relate, we are looking into some definitions and getting into what's really going on. We looked up the word relate, and according to and based on the Random House Unabridged Dictionary of 2010, according to the Roman Gregorian calendar.
Who?
The Roman Gregorian, Cracker Greg.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Cracker Greg made the calendar. Y'all can check out the New Year's show on Real Vision on YouTube and go lock in on that and check out if you want to know a little more about the Roman Gregorian calendar and get into that. But according to that definition, I mean that dictionary 2010, the word relate was to bring into or establish association or connection. You know what I'm saying? Defined basically in relation to being used with an option. You know what I'm saying? Some kind of option, you know what I'm saying? You got to see how it's being used. To bring into or establish association or connection. Some kind of connection, that's a way to relate to a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like two people relate. Yeah. You got to have some kind of connection, you know what I'm saying? You can be able to relate to a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? So now that relationship, like we said, the ship is just the act of relating. So what's going on right now in these relationships now? Remember, like we said, we're talking about the intimate relationship between a man and a woman. What's going on in these relationships now? Most of the time now, we're speaking most of the time because of course you can't always say all the time. You know what I'm saying? But we're saying most of the time of the relationship.
Know what relate is?
The relating. Yeah.
Just the relate.
Yeah, the word relate, you know what I'm saying? Bring into, like we said, to bring into or to establish association or connection. You know what I'm saying? That's the definition, like relating. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You relating to a motherfucker.
Also, one definition that I actually came across too, it says an existing connection or significant association between or among things.
Okay. That's real shit right there too. What is once again?
An existing connection or significant association between or among things. That's relate.
Okay, that's the relate you come to as well. That's real shit, you know what I'm saying? We can see that's how to relate. So we're looking at the relationships, like I said, once again, what's going on as we see right now. The present day relationship, as we know it now, you know what I'm saying, it's not working. That's just real, that's real shit. The present day relationship as we know it is not working. We're gonna show you how and why it's not working. You know what I'm saying? So some manifestations and results, you can clearly see how it's not working. Now, even looking into the legal cracker divorce rate, as far as like, the, you know what I'm saying, as far as the marriage through the state, through the crackers, the B system, even by their standards, the fake shit, their divorce rate is statistically at its highest point right now.
Sky high.
You know what I'm saying? Even according to their marriage shit, the divorce rate at its highest point right now. Another way you can see manifestation to show that it's not working, the present day relationships as we know it. Right now we see domestic violence charges are up on both sides.
Both sides.
You know what I'm saying? They
throw that in there. That's very important.
Yeah, domestic violence charges are up on both sides. Statistically, we see that as well right now, some results. You can see that right now, selfishness is at its highest rate in the relationship. You know what I'm saying? Examples of this, like we was talking and discussing of like shows on TV, Domestic Housewives.
Desperate.
Oh yeah, excuse me. Desperate Housewives. Real shit. Desperate Housewives. Wife Swap.
Oh, shit.
A bitch offering to swap off their wife. You know what I'm saying?
Swap.
This is what they call it. They swapping out, etc. You can see the shit as high selfishness at its highest rate right now, as far as what they're displaying through the public and the behavior that's we see in manifestation every day in front of our lives. Bitches are way more selfish when they come down to it. You know what I'm saying? Also, another result, and you can see how the manifestation out of the present day relationship aren't working. Many more people are really choosing to be single.
Yeah, a lot of people, you know, a lot of people who they ain't married or whatever, they just a lot more calling it quits lately.
Or even when people just getting together. A lot of people are like, boy, You know what I'm saying? On both sides, I'm just keep going to this bush and I'm straight, homie. You know what I'm saying? Bitches, you know, you can't really blame them, especially they going off their experiences and their history.
Yeah.
They may not know what's going on, but they just feeling it like, man, I just rather chill. And sometimes that may be the best thing at that point for a person. You know what I'm saying? So also we can see manifestations of why the relationship ain't working. The people in the relationships don't even know each other.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? That's real shit. They
don't even know each other.
They don't even really know each other, dog. Because you know the real problem is because you don't really know thyself. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
You know, because you got to look at the realness of it now. If I'm getting into a relationship dealing with a motherfucker, how can I know you if I don't even know myself? You know what I'm saying? It's impossible.
I don't understand myself, so how can I understand another person?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's the source of the present day relationship ain't working really. It's not knowing myself, or really the higher, not knowing ourself. You know what I'm saying? That's the higher version, like we elaborate on before, than myself. You can't know another if you don't know thyself. You can't love another if you don't love thyself. You know what I'm saying? And most people don't even know what these things are. So first of all, even before people really need to, if you look at the base of it now, because there's a lot of shit going on, a lot of people want to touch on the branches and the results and shit, that's what's happening. But looking at the root source of what tracing it is, you know what I'm saying? Most people don't know what these things are. So you really can't blame them, you know what I'm saying, for doing some of the things they do because they're not properly educated on the shit. Well, that's why you got Real Vision on Grown Man Real Nigga Shit TV.
Show them the shirt, man.
GMRNS, man. You know what I'm saying? GMRNS, man.
That's exactly why you have Real Vision on
GMRNS
TV.
TV. That's why you got this shit, you know what I'm saying? To show a proper education, because the first and most important thing is education. Knowing of thyself and loving thyself, you know what I'm saying? Getting involved to see the real knowledge of self. Like H always call in. H say the I knowledge, the knowledge of self. Once you start to obtain this, you know what I'm saying, asking how to apply it, talking about what's going on, because you got to examine yourself before you even kind of look at another entity. You got to, because there's no way you can know. And these are some of the problems that show why the present day relationships as we know it, whether they legally crack it out married, whether they in the streets, people just together heart to heart and had their own marriage, whether anything, you know what I'm saying? Just looking into the shit, the relationships, most as we see it, is not working. And we see the real problem of this because the people don't know themselves. So they don't even, how can you know the other person involved in a relationship? We're just starting to get the feet wet now. This Real Vision, Grown Man, Real Nigga shit, we're gonna crank it up. Real Vision, GMRNStv.
What's good, my niggas?
What it is, my nigga?
I'm just chilling, man. I like the topic so far, man. I like the vibe. Got some real shit, like always, man.
Yeah, my nigga. Straight up, my nigga. Redefining relationships. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to get into this shit, man. So, you know what I'm saying? You've been locking in, obviously, and seeing. You know what I'm saying? From what we getting in so far, like, you know, what kind of thoughts been going to your head? What you get out? What you got to say maybe about it?
Man, I think, like, you can't love nobody unless you love yourself first, you know what I mean? Because it start with you, you know what I mean? You got to conquer who you is first before you try to, like, give somebody else, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, basically, love yourself first and let's do your thing. You know what I mean? If you see a girl you like, try to get to know her, get to know yourself. You got no problem with that. You know what I mean? You got no problem with a relationship. My opinion, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Straight up. That's real shit. Because when you start to see things clearly first, what's going on in your own life, paying attention, like you're saying, loving yourself, then you can start, you know.